everyone, welcome to this week of Bookmas. It's week 3 of Bookmas. I am very excited to be bringing you along this week. I think this week we're going to do a little week in the life of a reader / night shift worker, and I just want to bring you guys along with me. This week we're reading 2 books at once, which I usually don't do, but I'm really trying to kind of get into that and reading 2 books at once. That way I can kind of get more reading done because there's so many books that I want to read. The holiday book that we're reading this week is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. I started this book last week. I'm almost done. I'm on page 245 and there's 370 pages. I honestly think I can get this finished within the next 2 days, so I'm very excited about that. This book follows a ghost of Christmas past, and every single year he has an assignment to go haunt somebody who has kind of done bad things in their life, and this year he gets assigned to this woman named Harriet, and he is trying to figure out why the heck he is haunting her because she's actually a good person and doesn't have like a weird past like the usual hauntings that he does. So it's been very cute. It's been a very fun little romance. I love the book. I think it is so cute, and we have really cute inside pages. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews about this book, but I'm having such a fun time and I think it's super cute. So we're definitely going to finish that this week. And then the other book that I'm reading this week is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I am listening to it on audio because I'm doing a reread for the movie that comes out on January 9th on Netflix. I cannot wait for this movie, and I loved People We Meet on Vacation whenever I read it for the first time, so I am so excited to be reading it for the second time, and it's honestly even better the second time around, so I'm having such a good time. It's basically about 2 best friends who go on vacation with each other every single summer, but their usual trip hasn't happened the past few summers, and you don't really know why. Like, you don't know what happened between them, but now in the story they are trying to rekindle their friendship and go on another vacation together, and it is such a fun romance. And if you have not read this book by Emily Henry, you absolutely need to, because the movie is coming out within a couple of weeks, and I just absolutely cannot wait for this movie to come out. And I just love that this movie is coming out in the winter time, so that way we can have the summer vibes in the winter, because I'm definitely missing the heat. Just having a really good time reading both these books. So today on my week off, I am going to go visit my grandma and give her a Christmas gift and just spend the day with her, helping her do some stuff that she needs to get done. And I'm very excited to go see her. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive, so I'm definitely going to listen to my audiobook on the way there and get some reading done. I'm just excited to go hang out with her. I also have a book haul I need to show you guys later, and tomorrow I have to go get my hair done. Let's get the week started together and have just a fun, cozy little winter week, and I will see you guys along the way. It's the next day. I just got my hair done. I am obsessed with it. I basically just went back to my natural hair color, and I love it so much. I'm so excited to be brunette again, and I just keep changing my mind on what I want to do with my hair, but every time I go back brunette I feel just more like myself, so I'm going to try to stick to it, even though by summertime I might want to go lighter again, but I'm really going to try to stick to the brunette because I just, again, feel like myself. Yesterday I had such a fun time with my grandma, and I hope that she loved all of her Christmas gifts. As for the reading updates, I am now 80% of the way through People We Meet on Vacation, and oh my gosh, I love Alex and Poppy so much. I honestly can't remember what the kind of climax / main issue is in the book, and I know kind of in their friendships and their previous trips in the past they were having problems, and then they ended up kind of having a relationshipy type problem to where it made them not speak to each other for 2 years, but I really can't remember what the main problem was, so I'm interested to read that and see kind of how they work through their issues. Again, I just absolutely love this book, and I'm so excited to be doing the reread. And then as for my update on Good Spirits by B.K. Borison, I haven't read a single page of it so far, so hopefully we can get some reading done tonight. I'm also in the middle of rewatching Stranger Things, so I think me and my husband are going to try to kind of binge watch that tonight, but I will definitely get these 2 books finished by the end of this vlog, so I'm excited to finish them. And then as for the rest of the day today, I just want to read, clean my house, watch Stranger Things, and hopefully just have a nice relaxing day. We also need to take our dogs on a walk, and I kind of want to work out, so we're definitely going to get some things done today, so come along with me to do those things. Okay, you guys, I totally forgot at the beginning of the video that I was going to give you guys a book haul, and I'm going to deliver now and give you this book haul. I did sign up for the premium Barnes & Noble membership on Tuesday, and so I did get this free tote bag, and I think it's really cute, and it's actually a very nice tote bag. It's not like the ones you get for like $1 at the front. It's actually like very sturdy and very good for all your books. Before I get into the book haul though, I wanted to give you guys a quick reading update. I did finish my audiobook reread of People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and it was just as good as the first time reading it. I loved it. There were so many things that I forgot that happened and just like the story and the plot line. So I'm very glad that I reread it, and I am ready for the movie in January. And then as for Good Spirits, I still have a little over 100 pages left. So I will definitely be finishing that tonight and giving you guys my final thoughts on this book. But now for the quick book haul. I've decided that I'm going to start expanding like my reading taste. You guys know that I love fantasy romance and just contemporary romance. But in 2026, I definitely just want to try to like find new genres that I love and really dive into them, but still also reading my favorites, which are fantasy romance and romance in general. So this haul is definitely going to be some books that I usually don't pick out for myself that I'm going to be reading in 2026 that I'm very excited about. So the first book that I got was The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, I think is how you say his name. This book was really popular on Book Talk for a really long time, and I haven't really seen very many people talk about it anymore. I actually didn't buy this book. It was for free at my work. It was in like a little pile and it said free if you want one. So I took this one because it's always kind of been like in the back of my mind from seeing it on Book Talk. All I know is that it's about a woman who I think dies and then ends up in the Midnight Library, and each book in the Midnight Library is a different path that her life could have taken or something like that. It just sounds like a very interesting concept, and I know that this author is releasing another book in 2026 called The Midnight Train, so I don't know if it kind of has like a similar concept, but I definitely want to read this before that book comes out. The next book that I chose for myself is The Frozen River by Ariel Lahan. I'm not real sure how to say her last name, but I have seen this book literally everywhere. I know that it's a historical fiction, but also with like a thriller type aspect. And I think this is about a midwife who has to like examine a dead body that was stuck in the frozen river. All I know is that so many people have rated this book 5 stars. I see it all the time, and I have been really wanting to read it, and I've been really wanting to dive into some historical fiction and thrillers. So I thought this would be a perfect book for me to read this winter season, and will definitely be on my 2026 winter TBR. The next book that I chose is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I honestly really only chose this book is because it was featured in Taylor Swift's documentary. She was listening to the audiobook version of this before one of her shows, and it just made me want to read it. I know that this is a thriller. I know it's about a girl that gets stolen from her summer camp in the summer of 1975, but that's all I really know. It's a very kind of like thick book for a thriller, so I'm interested to see. I know that there is like a crazy plot twist in this. I've seen people talk about it. I'm interested in this. I don't know if this will be a book that I will read this winter or maybe more closer to like the spring summertime. It looks very good, and I'm wondering what this like pink little drip thing is on the cover. Like I wonder if that has anything to do with it. The next book that I chose for myself is one that I normally would not go for, and it is called Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. I think that this is about a farmer that goes missing, and then also within the family there's also just like some drama, and like a dog gets shot in the book, and then somehow it brings together a woman and a past lover. So I feel like there's a lot of different like storylines going on in this, and they're all going to kind of come together and somehow intertwine. But this book I've also been seeing a lot everywhere, and I've seen people give it very high ratings. It's not super long, so I'm interested to see how these storylines get intertwined and if I'm even correct at all. I don't know if this will also kind of be like a more springy type book for me to read. If I want to read it this winter time, I will definitely read it, but I think this will be more toward maybe like March time that I might get to this. And then the last book in my book haul is one that I actually got for my husband, but I think I definitely want to read it myself. It's 11/22/63 by Stephen King, and I know that this is about a man who goes back in time to the JFK assassination and tries to stop it. Again, a very thick book, but it is one that my husband really wants to read. He's a very big Stephen King fan, so I will definitely let him read it first and then get to it. But I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this book and how good it is, so I definitely want to get to it, and I definitely want to dive into some Stephen King books because he's a very popular author and I've never read any of his books before. That is the book haul. We definitely have a lot of different genres and paths that I could take in 2026 with these books, so I'm interested to see how I will like them and how I will like going into new genres. Stay along with me while I finish Good Spirits tonight, and I will let you guys know my final thoughts later tonight. I'm finally all finished with Good Spirits, and I can honestly say that this was such a cute book and such a good holiday romance to read this season, and I really liked it. I ended up rating it 4 stars. There were some parts in the beginning that I didn't love, so that's why I kind of docked a star, but ending was just absolutely perfect, and I really loved the direction that this book took in the end, and I just really wasn't expecting how it was going to go. But I highly recommend that you read this book this holiday season, and if you don't get to it this year, try to get to it next year. And it just felt like the most perfect little book to read this season. Very good, very cute, and I cannot wait to read what other books BK Borison puts in this series, because there is another book in the series that comes out next year, and I feel like it might be more of like a Halloween type book. So I'm excited to see where she takes this, because it was really cute and really fun. But that is the end of our Vlogmas journey. I had such a fun time recording for you guys this Bookmas. My next video is probably going to be my winter TBR, and then one after that is going to probably be like my 2026 reading goals and just other goals in general. So I'm excited to film those for you guys. But yeah, this will probably be my last of my Christmas content in long form. I will continue to keep posting all my shorts to talk about any other holiday books that I end up reading before Christmas ends. So thank you guys so much for watching this holiday season, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!